Hey, welcome back to Second Run Gaming. I'm Austin. We're here yet again with another episode of Massive Chalice. We're nearing the end. We're just shy of year 270. I did want to take the time to say that we've reached a milestone, ladies and gents. We're at year 267, and for anybody who has watched Season 1, spoiler alert, we died at year 264. So we've officially made it, at bare minimum, 3 years further than we got last time, and I'm pretty sure with where we're looking that we might make it all the way to year 300. Anyway, that being said, we are in a tough situation because over here our keep is getting attacked. Down here our keep is getting attacked. Right here this area is getting attacked, and if we don't protect it, then it goes away. The whole thing disappears. I think because of that, because both of these don't have a Mark of the Cadence on there, we've got to try and protect this area. So we're gonna. Okay, we've got lapses, ruptures, and wrinklers. Not too bad, but we've definitely learned in the last few battles that lapses are actually our biggest enemy. Everybody's the same from last time. We've got Claire, Daenerys, and Anomer, and then Elenya and Victor to round out our group. We're all pretty old, so we're gonna have to pay close attention specifically to the wrinklers. Fingers crossed we can get through it.
One of your heroes looks a little queasy. Maybe tell them it'd be best not to eat right before a jump.
And now there's a turkey leg floating in our bowl.
Wait.
Okay, so right out the gate, we're facing 3 lapses. I don't necessarily dislike that, because at least it allows us to get these guys out of the way fast, hopefully. So I'm going to run Anomer the Brave, which is awesome, up first to this farthest away one. Nice. Really close to taking that one out. It was kind of a question of who else to throw up there. Claire has a really good chance of just killing this one outright, so we're going to do that. Nice. That does stun Anomer, but it also stunned the 2 lapses behind Anomer. Because of that, I'm going to move Victor up here to try and hone in on this lapse. Nice. And then Daenerys unfortunately can't really do too much of anything, and I don't think Elenya's going to really be able to throw a flask that I feel good about. Yeah, they're all just a little bit too far out of range. So, because of that, we're going to have Elenya just kind of run forward. We are going to, unfortunately, take a hit from a lapse. But it's just the 1 lapse, which is definitely a lot better than 3. And who knows, maybe he'll miss. He did. That's awesome. Well, somehow, even though we started facing 4 lapses to our 5 Vanguard members, we're actually okay right now, which is surprising, to say the least. I'm going to move Elenya right up here, just so she's really, really close to these 2 lapses, because I'm going to have her throw a knockback flask and hopefully just really, really do some good damage on both of these. That actually, unfortunately, had an unintended consequence. Oh, okay, cool. We can move through, so we're good. Never mind. Since Victor's back here, I'm just going to have him try and finish this one off. Damn, that actually stunned Elenya too, so we're not going to want to move too much more forward just to be safe, but I am going to stealth Daenerys so we can see what else is kind of out there. Okay. So we know there's a lapse and a rupture right there. And I'm almost positive that there might be one more lapse alive just over here. So we're going to have Claire run up, stealth. We'll see if that other lapse is alive, or if we maybe took him out. Yeah. But he missed, so again, we honestly, we got really lucky. That works for me. Okay, since Claire's right there, I'm going to have her do a knockback, but I'm actually going to have her come down here and knock the lapse all the way up there. That way we just don't have to worry about their ripple kind of doing any damage. From there, I'm going to have Victor come up here. I don't think he can see the rupture, but there's always a possibility, so we'll give it a shot. He actually can. Nice. Okay, so our running count, 4 lapses have been dealt with, which is an awesome amount. We know that there's 1 lapse running around over there. We've taken out a rupture as well, so we've probably got a lot of ranklers running around still, and that's going to be the main enemy type. I'm assuming, since I feel like I've started to notice the amount of enemies that we're facing are kind of in the 13 to 16 range. So we've already taken out 5. I'd like to think that we've kind of combed through a third of the roster, and they were pretty much all lapses, so I don't imagine there's too many lapses left roaming around. Since we know there's a lapse in this general area, I'm going to just start to move that way, and okay, that kind of confirms it. There's a 1 lapse and 2 wrinklers, it looks like, that we're going to have to deal with. There's also a wrinkler over here. Okay. And it's rare that they're alone, so chances are if there's 1 wrinkler over there, I wouldn't be surprised if there were actually 2 hiding out. I'm going to have Daenerys just come up here. I have Enomer right over here. And then again, since Elenia is the one who actually kind of can get revealed, she might end up being bait a little bit, but I think she's far enough away to where the wrinklers won't be able to get to her, so we're just on the edge of their sight range. But hopefully they can start moving forward. That way our people are kind of ready to strike. I'm going to actually move Claire right over here so we have a better viewpoint. And yeah, I was worried that Claire would get revealed by one of the wrinklers if they ran up. Okay. So I'm going to be a little bold. Move Elenia right here. We know there's a wrinkler right behind her. And the knockback is not really good. So I'm going to have her try and hack and slash this one right here. Did a pretty good amount of damage. I'm going to have Claire actually run up here, potentially to do a sneak attack. She could go to this lapse too. So I'm going to think about that for a second. And I'm going to have Daenerys run up and try and finish this wrinkler off. Nice. Okay, in that case, since we have 1 less to worry about, Enomer can't move far enough. So I still think having a sneak attack on the wrinklers are smartest move. Nice. She's revealed, is probably going to take a hit from the lapse, but she's got the most health out of everybody. So I'm okay with that. But if Victor can get in the lapse's sight line, I mean, we'll try and take the laps out. Looks like we just noticed a rupture and another lapse over there we're going to have to contend with. So we're going to see if Victor can't dispatch this guy here. Not quite. Okay, now that we know that there's a rupture a lapse right there, I'm just going to keep enemy where they are, see what happens. Nice, we're getting lucky. So far, all misses. From here we got a couple options, but I'm going to have Claire just come up since she's so close. Finish off that lapse. And then we're going to probably start trying to pivot towards these guys instead, so we'll have Daenerys start that process off. Glancing blow, definitely not ideal, because that will have Anomer come from the other side. A 52, but worth a shot. Nice. And that pushed us far enough back to where we're not really in the sight range of any of the other enemies. So just to play it safe again, I'm going to have Victor come up here, because I think he might be able to shoot the Wrinkler, but I'm not going to move us any further forward. Nice. And that Wrinkler might be close enough to hit one of us. I'm a little worried about that, but fingers crossed that won't happen. Honestly, looks like it's possible, though. I'm going to move Elenia right here. We're good. Lucky. Terrifying. Okay, we know the Wrinkler's right behind this tree, so I'm just going to move Anomer the Brave up and have him start off the process of taking this guy out. Nice. Okay, from here, since Victor just has the, just ranged on his... surprisingly, Victor actually can't see anybody, so we're going to take that opportunity and stealth him forward. We know there's a lapse up there. We know there's a rupture up there. We also know that there's a rupture somewhere up here, because that's where Claire is. But I don't really want Claire to get too separated from the group. We are going to start to loop back around this way, though, so I'm going to have Claire stealth here. And then stealth up just a little bit far forward, just so we can do some recon with her. She is, again, the beefiest on health, so I'm the least worried about her kind of being on her own. But in general, as we learned with Massive Chalice, it's a bad idea to split up, so I'm going to try and loop back as soon as possible. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to have Victor just come right up into it, just so we can see what we're working with. I'm going to have him take out this rupture.
Just like the Battle of Saturn's Peak.
Dang, level 9. Victor has really, really done good. Daenerys unfortunately can't quite get up there. But we'll have Daenerys move as far forward as possible. I'm not going to stealth anybody else because the lapse is going to have the ability to shoot pretty much at anybody that they want. It's kind of an unfortunate sacrifice. But who knows, maybe they'll miss. Probably not, but you never know. I'm going to have Claire come up right up here, still in stealth though. Damn. That's awesome. So far, crazily enough, aside from lapses exploding, we haven't actually been hit by anything. Don't know how long that's going to persist for, but it's pretty cool just to know. I'm going to have Victor move up here because, again, since he's the ranged guy, if he can take the shots on the ruptures, that's the best move for us. Our Cabers kind of have a tough time dispatching ruptures. Awesome. We'll have Daenerys come up here. 55, 52. We could have Claire go for it. She's got a 76, so I'm gonna have Claire go for it just to be safe. Oh, wow. Yikes. That was kind of a weird combo effect. Definitely not good. I'm gonna have Elenia stay back here. We know that there are enemies coming. It's just a question of whether or not they can shoot at us. They can. I spoke too soon about us not getting hit. And they're all still stunned, which is kind of a big worry. Just because the lapses do so much damage. Hopefully this will land. Nice. So we don't have to worry about that lapse anymore. It's just that Wrinkler and that lapse in the far north. I think they're far enough away to where they still don't pose too much of a threat. Awesome. Alright. I'm gonna have Victor shoot right from where he is. Damn. Well, they can't really see us, so we'll use that to our advantage, have Claire just stealth all the way up here. There's still a rupture over there, and likely another enemy too, I bet ya. We'll have Enomare stealth right over here. And Daenerys, unfortunately, can't really get all the way up there. So we'll have her stealth here for now. Elenia's in an interesting spot. I don't super know what to do with her. So we'll have her come over here too. And just stay put. Please miss. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna attack this lapse, but I'm actually gonna have Claire be the one to attack the Wrinkler over here. Nice. Up to level 8 too. That way Enomare can just get a sneak attack hopefully on this lapse. Ah, glancing blow. Tough. Fingers crossed this will work out to have Elenia just come forward. Nice. Now we know that there's a rupture, but there's not really too much we can do right now about it. So I'm going to have Victor come forward here just so he's ready. And then we're going to have him use his Ultra Elixir. And while we're sitting, I'll have Daenerys come forward. But over here, because I'm worried that that lapse is going to come forward and kind of blow up in that open area. But it doesn't look like it. So let Victor come right up here. Still can't see much of anything, but he can actually see this rupture back here. So we'll shoot for him. Nice. And then we'll see if Elenia can't throw a flask at this rupture right here. Ooh, that was dangerously close to our people. We haven't had that happen this playthrough. So I'm going to have Enomare. I feel like we're getting pretty close to the end here. It's a little dangerous with those two ruptures right there. Enomare might be in a world of hurt, actually. I wasn't thinking there was going to be two more. Unfortunately, Daenerys can't get close enough to do any sort of damage, so we're just going to have her kind of waiting in the wings. And Claire is unfortunately going to be in a very similar situation, so we're going to have her come all the way up here and just wait These ruptures are probably both going to run towards Anomir and blow up. So it's just a question of if he can stay alive. If these are the last two enemies, we'll get lucky. If they're not, he still has an Ultra Elixir, so he just has to live through the actual acid bath. Okay, cool. Okay, there are more enemies around. I'm gonna have Anomir come right up here. That might be the other one. Still, though, we're gonna have him use his Ultra Elixir. That way we know he's not gonna bite the dust just on a technicality of not paying attention to ruptures. And I am gonna have Daenerys try and get this one here. Nice. Nice. I was pretty sure those are the last enemies.
Go on.
Well, now I don't want to.
Oh, please.
Good job today.
Yeah, 19 kills. Felt like we were getting to the end there. We'd kind of went through most of the map, so I wasn't too worried about those ruptures. It worked out really well. Stand ground, gain a bonus to max hit points and immunity to knockback effects. Amazing. And Daenerys, sneak attack for sure. Alright, well everybody survived. Everybody got an even-ish number of kills. Victor definitely has made a name for himself. And we're moving on. Our corruption is really evened out. The only risky bit's going to be this over here, but everywhere has got a mark of the cadence on the edge of it. Thankfully, we're only 33 years till the end, so I could say, 3 to 4 battles at best before the finale. And so, fingers crossed, we don't lose any territory in the process.
This should be good.
I believe you'll have your work cut out for you.
Alright, I'm Laura Foxfire, and this is my favorite. Laura Foxfire has garnered quite the following outside the capital and is being hounded for endorsements. Unsure of whom to choose, the matter is brought to you. We could endorse Anvil Rail Nabelheim, a local blacksmith, endorse the Iron Brigade, a local squareball team, or endorse Zesty, a local cook. Now, I endorsed a squareball team last time, so I think we're going to do something else different this time, and I'd like to think that endorsing Zesty sounds fun. Best from the Zest. Izumi is thrilled with the news, and soon the throne room is filled with the delightful smells of fresh baked bread. Your heroes are even lucky enough to gorge themselves on the fabled power loaves, but by the time you learn of their existence, they're already gone. All of our heroes in our retinue have gained the bear strength trait. That's awesome. Alright, let's keep going. Sky Zelikar, partner to Endis, has died at the age of 61. This is the Den. It's our Foxfire original keep, but the one that's kind of in a bit of trouble right now. Now we could put Niklot in there. The Castellans have a lot of kids right now, so that honestly wouldn't be too bad. We could also put Kellen Khan, since we're probably not going to use them. The issue really here is that Endis has low fertility, so whoever we throw in there might not have too much going on for him. But I think Niklot's better because they don't pass on Asthmatic, they pass on Bear Strength and Nimble instead, so we're going to go for that.
Sound the horns of Nigh, for our power is nearly full.
Oh man, the Horns of Nigh!
Every decision you make will be more important than ever now.
And every mistake will be harder to recover from.
Oh, I may have forgotten that there's like a last push near the end here where the game gets a little even more difficult, so we'll see. This is again why we have kind of the backup Foxfire keep over here, because I really don't know what's going to happen from here on out. 30 years till the end. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.